Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Redbirds have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Ready now is Nico Horner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So now to the plate, Robinson Chirinos. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll start this one at 274. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. One and one to Chirinos. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in now, number 18. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's a ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Hot shot on the ground is short. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cubs are... Kyle Hendricks is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Okay, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
To the plate now, Mason Wynn, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. I'm so impressed with him. He's leading the NL in home runs right now, and he's got one of the sweetest swings in all of baseball. Don't miss any of his ABs in this one.
Here's Nolan Arenado. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He has 7 hits in 25 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. This one's chopped to third. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's too high.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
This is foul right side. Another 1-2 delivery. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, number 66. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will end up a foul ball. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, comes in with 6 hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Molina has it, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the 2nd, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate is Paul Goldschmidt as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Paul Goldschmidt.
pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
This ball will be chopped foul. The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Demetrius Lewis. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He'll come in hitting .335 on the year. 17 home runs and 34 driven in. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! Shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. And he'll take a changeup here for strike one. O'Neill is really a rare talent in this sport, a true five-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So now to the plate, number 43. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Got to believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's going to have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
And that one yanked just foul. One out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Next, it'll be Sergio Alcantara. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column, as he can't catch up on a fastball to letters, and it's strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1 is a ball below the zone.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the 3rd inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 3rd now, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He has an even 10 hits in 37 tries. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. got it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
At the plate now, Irving Lopez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Into the box, Mason Wynn. Hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left. In now is Nico Horner. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
To the plate now, Robinson Chirinos. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 18.
So next to bat will be number 18. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Hey! Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
First pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Number 66 has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs. In and nearly gets him here.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So stepping in is Demetrius Lewis. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually mean.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next to dig in, number 66 struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to first. fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Here comes the 1-2. Another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Tyler O'Neill. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 delivery.
Hey.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo homer off the bat of Tyler O'Neill, number 14 on the season, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Struck out in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Dylan Carlson.
Now to bat, Dylan Carlson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. 0-1 the count to Molina. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 43 is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, proving Lopez. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Opposite field to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The batter, number 43.
Next to hit is number 43, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And now pitch on the way. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Sergio Alcantara, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First time up, he went down looking. And it's quickly 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Stepping in now, Nico Horner, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there, 1-2. Another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. They're down 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Mason Wynn. Here it comes. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover.
You know that as a pitcher, you're in the driver's seat right now. He's coming out of his shoes, and you see that lumber going flying. Pretty good chance you throw a breaking ball right here. You're going to get yourself another swing and a miss.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Arenado blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. And now the tag is applied. It's a double play, and the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 2-0. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Robinson Chirinos. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Pitch on the way. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, this guy's been on top of it today. pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Now a drive by Chirinos, deep left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 18.
Stepping in next, number 18. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle, reined in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 16.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Patrick Wisdom. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Late that time for a strike.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
That misses 1 and 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got it.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Cubs are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. And stepping in, Demetrius Lewis grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
The 1-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Now back, the designated hitter, Tyler.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
That last at-bat, Matty D, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So next to hit is Harrison Bader. Now here's the first offering. Grounded to short. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Cardinals. Now to the plate, here is number 66. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Number 66.
First pitch of the AB now. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Standing in now, Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Jonathan Holder.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
At the plate now, Irving Lopez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder at the track, and it's gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Third home run for him on the year, and with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
One thing with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well, so I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
To the plate now, Mason Wynn. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the lead for the Cardinals opens up now to 5-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Nolan Witt answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Now batting, third baseman.
At the plate, Nolan Arenado, and it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
First offering down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So now to the plate, number 43. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, Dero, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
And he fouls this one off. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Next up is Sergio Alcantara. No hits to this point. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Next up, Nico Horner. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
5-0 the final score today. The St. Louis Cardinals get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Jack Flaherty earns his 8th victory of the season and recorded 19